This message is for someone that is with someone. Listen, I'm going to just straight up say it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This guy is using you. And the Lord showed me this. And this is something that happened in a dream. Okay, so I had this dream a week ago, and I was supposed to put it out, right? But I wanted to take a break, and God allowed me to take a break, you know? So, but he wants you to know, because you've heard this from many people. So in the dream, basically, you guys were about to go on vacation, you and this guy. And basically, when you're about to go on vacation, there was a lot of things that you had to buy to prep for vacation. So you had to go and buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that. This guy, I'm not sure if he looked like he's around your age. He didn't look older or younger. He looked like he's around your age, right? And he was like, you're buying everything. You're like, okay, I'm going to buy you this. Okay, I'm going to buy you that. Or do you need this? Okay, you need that. So you're buying everything for the vacation. You're prepping for everything, right? And the thing about it is there was a woman who was in her, she looks like she's like 45 to like late 50s, around there. She came to you and she whispered to you and she was like, she's like, how about you let him buy it? You know, she was like, how about you let him buy it? Trying to hint something to you, like just make him pay for something, right? And whatever you bought cost like $64.99. I knew for a fact because I saw the actual pricing of it. It was $64.99. And when the lady told you it was $64.99, she was like, why don't you let him pay for it? You didn't. You ended up paying for it yourself. And you're like, okay, I'm going to pay for it. And he was the one picking out the stuff that he wanted to bring. And after you paid for it, she kind of had an attitude with you because she was like, I don't know why you let him pay for that. Like, you know, like he's supposed to be helped. She knew right away he was using you, but she didn't want to say that. And you got frustrated with her because she had an attitude, right? So you got mad at her and you started yelling at her. And basically what God is saying, like, you have to repent for yelling at her and getting upset at her because she was actually trying to help you, right? But you were getting upset at her. So this may have already happened where you've yelled at this person for trying to say something to you about this guy, or for trying to hint to you something about this guy. But God even showed me straight up, this person is using you. Okay, he's using you for what he can get from you. And I'm glad he's showing me that, because like I said, when God gives me like these dreams and these messages, some of the times I've already been through this situation, so I'm able to explain it in a way to where you could understand. But I've been in a situation like this in my past where I was the person in the relationship paying for everything, and I promise you, everything down to like a date. Okay, like I was paying for everything, and not one time did this person say, let me go buy Stephanie flowers. No, I was paying for everything. I was the one like, oh, do you need this? I'm gonna buy this for you. Do you need that? I'm gonna buy this for you. Now I don't think like that. My mentality changed, right? You know, and it's not to say you can't buy anything for your man or you can't be there for your man. Absolutely. I'm a hardcore believer in, you know, giving your man flowers too. Like, you know, like really just loving each other, both people supporting each other. You know, I don't feel like it should always be one-sided where, you know, the man has to do everything. No, like I would like to buy stuff for my husband too one day. Like I want to surprise him with stuff one day too. You know, that's just how I am. But I've learned that you shouldn't always be the one to do something. It shouldn't be one-sided all the time. And in this dream, it was one-sided. I'm telling you, girl, like you were paying, you're probably the kind of person, like you're probably paying his bills, you're probably paying his cell phone bills, you're probably buying his clothes, you're probably buying his shoes, you're paying for every outing, you're paying for every vacation, like you're just paying for everything. The groceries, everything. Down to the laundry, you're paying for everything. You're doing everything. The only thing this man is giving you is his excuse my language, but his penis. That's all he's giving you. And that can happen sometimes where when you start being intimate with someone and he's not your husband, feelings get involved, you get whipped. And then when you get whipped, because when a woman is intimate, a lot of emotions go into it. Not to say a man doesn't have emotions, but it's a lot easier for a woman to get attached after being intimate with someone. Then you want to start catering to this man. And then when you cater to this man, before you know it, you're doing everything. And all this man has to do is lay with you at night and put it on you for you to be like, okay, you know what I mean? So I've been in that boat before. That's what God gave me that message to give to you because I understand it, right? And whoever this woman is that tried to help you, don't be mad at her because she's telling the truth. She's telling the truth. And this, you know who you are. You know who you are. Because you may have prayed and said, God, is this, I feel it in my spirit, he's using me, God. But, I love him so much. Or, he's never done anything wrong to me, and no, he's using you. He's using you. A man is supposed to be a provider, but a woman can also be a provider. But it should not be you doing everything for this man. Because God showed me the intentions of this man, and he is taken from you. He's using you. Okay, so please take heed of this warning, because one thing God says stop, and one thing he's saying too is that if you don't stop this from happening, it's going to get worse. Before you know it, you may end up bringing a child into the picture, and then you're on your own. He's not giving you anything to help you while you guys are together now. Like, he may not give you anything when his child's born, and then you're gonna be put into a situation where you're more depressed, you're more frustrated, because you're like, oh my gosh, I don't deserve this. It happens. Sometimes even the men that have a lot of money will still use women. I've been there before. So please just listen. Use your discernment. You already knew this, and I'm just here to give you the confirmation, okay? Love you guys. See you in the next video.
Never not, never under yard, never ever, I'm forever on. Check my repertoire, check my repertoire, don't check me not. Let's just checks involved. I've been feeling like I'm next to God, next to God, next to God. Never not, never under yard, never ever, I'm forever.